Yo guys, what is up? It's Thrive Debo here, and today I'm showing you how to do some 3D cinematics, like 3D motion tracking with just After Effects, no BOJOU, After Effects and Cinema 4D only. So just like this. So that's basically what I'm teaching you. I'm not going to do all the 3D stuff like the biohazard sign and stuff in the background or logos for now. I'll show you how to do that stuff later. But crap, don't freeze on me. So basically you're gonna want to get your cinematics for the text. Make sure you don't make a new comp. Just drag it down here or onto this little box right here. Just go like that and drag it down to there, because if you don't, then it'll have, like, if you make your compositions 1280 by 720 and your cinematics are 1080 by, or no, 1920 by 1080, then it won't work because it says whatchamacallit isn't blah blah blah, like the same size as the comp. So if you don't have a good computer, I have a good computer but it still lags because, I don't know, just make sure you put it on quarter before you start the track camera. So if you don't have this out, just go to layer, or no, layer, is it? Window right here, and then go to tracker, and it'll pop up somewhere over here. And then once you had that up, click on your cinematic and click track camera. I'm gonna pause it until it's done tracking, so yeah. Okay guys, so once it is done, it should look like this with all these dots and stuff. So look for a good spot that you would think it looks like a good spot. Make sure that if you see right in the middle of the circle, there's like a white spot, like right here. See, like that white triangle or whatever. Make sure that's pretty decent size so that it tracks good. So right there looks good. So what you're gonna do, once you click where you want your spot to be, right click, create solid in camera, and just wait for it to create the solid in camera. Usually takes a little bit to create because it's 3D stuff and all that, and blah blah blah. Let's wait until it's done. Okay, so once you get your solid right there, it should look like that, or almost like that, and should be tracked pretty good, or pretty well. So yeah, we're not gonna put the text exactly on the solid, so you don't need to worry about that. So once you get that done, click on your 3D camera tracker layer, and then go to File, Export, Max in Cinema 4D Exporter. This is only for After Effects CC. You can't do it in CS6 or below. And so I'm just gonna make a new folder. So save it anywhere you want in your clips, wherever your clips are. So once you get that done, go to the Cinema 4D. Wherever you saved it, go to the Cinema 4D file. As you see, it's tracked right there. So once you get that done, double click right in this area, and then double click on your material. Go to texture, load texture, and then look for where your cinematic is. My cinematic's right there. So open it up. Once you get that done, go to right here in this tab, create a new floor, drag it below the solid, or just on it, or so you can see the top of it, and go to coordinates and put a bunch of zeros after the 1. and then drag your material you just made onto the floor. Projection, set that to frontal. Right click, center 4D tags, compositing, self shadowing, uncheck, and then compositing background, check it. Once you get that done, Control C, Control V, and then drag the floor up top like this, and it does the whole thing, so you don't need to worry about filling in the little hole that's right here. Okay, so once you get that done, you go to Mo Graph, Mo Text, drag the text toward the solid. Or close to the solid. So I don't want it to be on the solid or else it'll be behind this truck. So drag it a little bit, or if yours does that, then drag it to wherever so it's not behind something. Let's see what that looks like. No, it's too big. Looks pretty good so far. Okay, so once you get that done, go to Object, and then I usually set mine about 200 or more than that this time. Put about 300, and then go look for your font. I'm gonna use BBoss because I like it, and just put whatever you want. I'm just gonna put 3D. Make that a little bit bigger on the depth, about 500. Make it a little bit smaller. It looks pretty good. So once you get that done, go to Light. You don't always have to put a shadow on it, but I like putting shadows sometimes because they look good. Sometimes it doesn't look good on certain things. See what that looks like? Might have to put a light over here. And just click on your light one and go to shadow and soft, shadow map soft, and then preview it. See the right there, you can see a little bit of it. Looks pretty good so far. So once you get that done, make sure, or if you want to make it look good, get some good colors. I'm gonna use black and like a goldish color and put some reflection on it for the black. Put about that much. That looks pretty good. Yeah, looks good. Okay, so once you get that done, Control C, Control V on your text and create a new texture, or not texture but material. I'm gonna use like a goldish color, so like a dark yellow. Looks pretty good. Reflection. Talk about the reflection. Looks good. So once you get your second material and your second text, you want to click on the text one, caps, fillet cap, and fillet cap on that one, and then drag it back a little bit. It looks ugly. The color does. I'm gonna change the color to like there maybe. No. Oh well, I'll just do whatever. Pink. Skull's pink. Who cares? So put the reflection up a little bit. You just gotta mess with the settings a little bit. To get more reflection, go to white, and less reflection, you go down to black. And do a little bit more reflection. Maybe a little bit too much. Yeah, too much on the black. So down to about there. See what that looks like? Yeah, it looks pretty good. So I'll just show that it's tracked. So I'm gonna render it out just to show you guys that it actually worked. So I'm gonna show you guys how to render it too. So what you do is you go to save, you go to AVI movie, click alpha channel, and go to wherever you want to save it, and go to tutorial. and save it as there, whatever. So once you get that done, if you want the shadowing to look a bit better, put ambient occlusion on it. Takes longer to render, but the shadow looks a lot better. You see, it's just a little bit better. Make sure, I forgot to do this part, but make sure you go to this part right here, wherever that part, yeah. Click the plus and then click the check button so it doesn't show up the green solid. So yeah, I'm gonna take ambient occlusion off because it takes longer to render. So all the settings are good. Once you get that done, you're gonna click this button right here and let it render, and when it's done, I'll be back. Okay guys, so once you have rendered it and it looks good, once you have rendered it and everything, you don't really need this stuff anymore, so you can just delete it if you want. So go to where if you're working on edit, you don't really need to do this part. I'm just going to show you that it worked. Oh crap. Now you can go full if you want. I'm just going to pre-render it, show you guys what it looks like. So yeah, that's basically it guys. Thank you guys for watching. Rate, comment, and subscribe.